So, today in this video, I want to go over with some of the best top 10 backwards compatibility games that Microsoft has added to the Xbox One. Some of my top 10 favorites that they have so far added to the One. And also to go over a little bit about the graphics situation with Grand Theft Auto 5 that a lot of people have been having issues and stuff with on Xbox One, PS4, or 360 and PS3. So, the first thing I'll to talk with you guys about is the graphics of Grand Theft Auto 5. Now, the graphics on Grand Theft Auto 5 actually do look better on and the Xbox One and the PS4, but if those of you that do not have the game or have a next gen system, but also have it for the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3. Now, just to let you guys know, you are not going to be getting any more updates for that exact game, but Rockstar is planning on keeping the servers up and running for probably the next few years or something, maybe even longer. Um, but that is also saying I don't really usually graphics really doesn't make a game really that much better. If you look at the difference on Grand Theft Auto 5 from the Xbox One and the Xbox 360, like from last gen to current gen, like you can either look at the PS3, PS4 versions or the Xbox versions. But if you look at the difference between the graphics of Grand Theft Auto 5 from last gen and next gen, the last gen still looks pretty darn realistic if you look at it. I mean, because the sky is like still as blue as if it would look outside. The clouds still look as white as pretty, and it mixes of clouds with sun, and the sun looks just as shiny as if it was outside too. Like, if you look at it, there's really not a whole big difference. The only thing that's different between Grand Theft Auto 5 on next gen from last gen is that the grass is what they added. They added grass to, like, hang up in the air from the ground. And also, another thing that they also added was it's got a little bit more lighting. That's pretty much all from the game. But the graphics in general, really, they look almost completely the same. Not saying the next gen version looks crappy. The next gen version does look a bit upgraded than the current last gen, but the last gen version still looks pretty darn good. So really, it shouldn't really matter about graphics or nothing like that. So going into the next topic, which is my top 10 best backwards compatibility games that I think Microsoft has so far added. And I also want to get your guys' thoughts down in the comment section of which games you think are your top 10 that Microsoft added, or maybe just a couple. But here are my top 10 backwards compatibility games that I like that Microsoft has added. Okay, for one, my number one, let's just start out with number 10. Number 10, I personally think, is Bioshock Infinite. That's one of the top 10 best backwards compatibility games ever, is Bioshock Infinite. Now, the reason being is because the game actually has a good story, and trust me, the game actually does have good graphics, especially on last gen. But yeah, so that's at number 10, I personally think. Number 9, I would have to say, is probably Call of Duty Black Ops 1. Now, that was the very, very first Call of Duty that came to backwards compatible in the Call of Duty franchise ever since the release of backwards compatibility. And Microsoft has actually started making money, a bit more money for people getting Xbox Ones just because of that game. And then the same thing is like with Black Ops 2 that we also just got. And then number 8 of the best backwards compatibility games, I would personally have to say probably Far Cry 3 at number 8. Because Far Cry 3, I mean, don't get me wrong, Far Cry 4 is an awesome game, but if you look at it, I don't know why, but when I played the graphics on Xbox One of Far Cry 4, and then when I play Far Cry 3 on Xbox 360, the graphics literally look much better on Far Cry 3 on last gen than Far Cry 4 on next gen. Does that not like surprise you or nothing? Like, I'm not joking. Like when I looked at the game, I saw it looked like Far Cry 3 was had better graphics on last gen than Far Cry 4 on next gen. I was like, what in the world? But not because of the graphics. It's mainly because how the world looks and about the story. So that's mainly why I like Far Cry 3 more. And then at number 7, um, I would have to say is I would probably say at number 7 would have to be BioShock 1 because BioShock 1 is like everybody's favorite BioShock game and it's actually kind of good. I haven't been playing it lately, or I haven't actually played it since I bought it, but it's actually pretty good. And then at number 6, I would have to say probably Rayman Legends because that's an awesome arcade game and 3D. And then number 5, I would have to say is going to be. Hang on, I'm trying to think. There's so many good games that they have added, and you just can't think of which one. Like, there's just so many games that they added, and you're trying to think, well, this one, this one, this one. I'm trying to think. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I got a good one. At number 5, I personally think it's Left 4 Dead 2. I forgot how many people was wanting that game so bad to come to next gen, and it did. So yeah, at number 5, I personally have to say is Left 4 Dead 2. And then at number 4, I think that it is Saints Row 4 is what I think is another best backwards compatibility game. And then at number 3, I'm going to say is Red Dead Redemption 1 because that's another game that had a big, huge hit over the summer coming to Xbox One. And then number 2, I have to say is now you guys are probably going to be like, why in the heck are you saying that this is number 2 and not number 1? Because personally, it's the number 1 in the franchises that I wanted to come backwards compatible, but it's not my number 1 game. It's my top 2 favorite, my second most requested game. But my at number 2, I personally think of the best backwards compatibility games is Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Now, I've been wanting to get this game so bad or wanting it to come to the Xbox One so I can like play like all these old zombie maps and stuff because if you look at it, Black Ops 2 is like the most popular Call of Duty ever. So, it was my number 1 most requested game and all that stuff. And then finally at number 1, I personally think and you're probably are going to be those of you GTA fans are probably going to be like so happy about this. But my number 1 most favorite requested game ever for backwards compatibility, and I think it's number 1, has to go for Grand Theft Auto 4 because that's the last gen version of Grand Theft Auto, but it's now officially available on next gen. So those are my top 10 best backwards compatibility games. I want you guys to give me your thoughts down in the comment section of your thoughts of this and tell me what's like your top 10 best backwards compatibility games or a couple of your best favorites and just send me in the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you guys don't miss out on any other videos. I haven't been really doing very many videos lately because I've been working and doing a lot of other stuff. I've been doing a bunch of stuff lately. I've been busy and I haven't had time. But today I thought I'd do one since I have a little bit of time before I go to work. So, yeah, don't forget to subscribe, guys. And don't forget to send me in the comment section. And don't also get a hit a like. And I will see you guys next time. And I'm sorry if my voice sounds a little funny, but it's just because I don't know if it's because I have a tiny cold or it's because I just woke up about a half hour ago. So, but I'll see you guys, catch you guys in the next video. So, have a good one.